About the Rebels.
Huh?
What do you know about Ole Miss?
Well, you know, they well coached. Mike Bianca and I are good friends, and they're well coached. They've got a very balanced ball club. They don't have many weaknesses that you can expose. We feel they're a lot like us. We match up really good, and I think it'll be a great weekend. I think it's going to be everybody's going to have to make the critical pitch when it's time to make it, and get the critical hit when it's time to make it, because I don't think either one of these teams have too many weaknesses.
Their relief pitching was really pretty good in the regional. Did you take much note there of Weathersby, Greenwood, those guys?
Well, you know, we know that they're good out of the pen, but what's helped us is that we knew Mississippi State was really good out of the pen too, so we were fortunate enough that we were able to kind of score before those guys got in, and then be able to still score one or two along the way. So we saw good SEC pitching this weekend in this regional, and we think that'll help us going into this super regional.
With Chris Ellis and Christian Trent, is there a comparison? Is somebody you guys have faced that's like them?
I don't know about that as much as we kind of refer to them as SEC arms, you know, and we faced Alabama's arms, and we were able to face LSU's arms, and we were able to face Mississippi State's arms. So we kind of just refer to that SEC arms, and so we've seen a lot of SEC arms. So we feel that you know, we're prepared. We're not stupid enough to believe that, you know, you're going to score 100 runs off somebody, but we have seen some good arms leading into this, which I think will help our hitters.
You guys obviously were a level ahead of, appeared to be on paper, a level ahead of the rest of the Sun Belt Conference. I mean, what's helped you build the program to this level?
Well, you know, we've worked very hard through the years. I mean, we've been in Omaha before. I mean, we had Rice down in a super regional in '99 on Friday, beat them Friday, but they came back and got us Saturday and Sunday. And, you know, we've been at these places before, and I think the biggest thing that helped us is a lot of what I draw back on '99 when we had Rice beat, but they beat us twice to go to Omaha in the super regional in the Astrodome. The next year we got sent to South Carolina, and South Carolina beat us on Friday, but we were able to come back Saturday and Sunday. But that team came back in the fall from a lot of experience for what occurred in the Astrodome the year before. And I think this team gained a lot of experience from being turned back in the regional LSU last year. And so I think we started the fall with that in mind, and I think that's what's really helped us the most.
Coach, with you and Mike both being from McNeese, is it kind of cool just seeing the growth from you guys there, where you are now playing each other?
Well, no doubt. You know, Mike was a catcher and a very good one, and Mike's been in some good systems under Coach Bertman, and so he's well prepared, and his team's well coached. He's got some good assistant coaches, and we feel we got some good assistant coaches. So we've both been fortunate to put together good coaching staffs, because you can't do this on your own.
Tony, this is the biggest. You can say it's the biggest baseball weekend ever for your program in terms of hosting and stuff here. How do you keep it from being too big for you guys and just focusing on the moment of the task at hand?
Well, the big thing we want to do is play baseball. You know, the only thing that's changing is our surroundings. I mean, the game's not going to change, and so we just want to focus on playing baseball and not look at our surroundings. You know, you look at that guy a while back that crossed the Grand Canyon on that tightrope, you know. I mean, he didn't look down. The average person probably looks at the surroundings, and I'm sure they fall off that rope pretty quick. But him, he kept his eyes, you know, on what he needed to keep it on. He didn't look at his surroundings, and that's what we have to do here, is just not look at our surroundings. And this team's done a good job of that all year. I've always said this: there's two teams. One team gets in the arena because they like the attention that it brings, and then some teams get in the arena because they have the opportunity to compete. What this team really enjoys doing is getting in the arena to compete. They don't really care about the attention or the peripheral that's surrounding them.
Tony, is that more something you recruit to, or something that you teach the guys when they get here?
No, we try to teach that early. You know, we teach that by trying to go to LSU every year. I mean, that's why we have LSU on our schedule, to be quite frank with you, because the adrenaline there is so hard to deal with. 10,000 people pulling against you. It's so hard. You've got to go in there and try to just play baseball. If you go in there and let the surroundings get you, it's very tough. This team this year, it was a rain-shortened game, but at least for 5 innings, we did play baseball. And that was important for the growth of our program and the growth of our team. We've got an old saying before all the time that we use with our players early is, if you put a board down and you ask somebody to walk across it, everybody will do it because, you know, it's not dangerous. But if you take that same board and bring it up 10 flights of stairs and put it, you know, across 2 buildings and now see if that guy wants to walk the board, some people don't want to walk it anymore. It's the same board, but which changes the surroundings. And so if you teach them to walk the board and not look at their surroundings, they have a better chance to compete. And this team has done a good job of that all year.
What about putting your team on the national stage? I mean, you're going to have all lights on Cajun Country this week.
It's good. It's good. It's all good for our program. It's good for the university. We haven't gotten to this point again because we like the attention it brings. They're here to play baseball. We want all this overflow. We want everything to be focused on our community, our city, our university, our culture. That's all we want out of all of this, and our players. They just continue to give the glory to God because man can't handle this glory. Only God can. And so we'll continue to give Him the glory that keeps coming our way in our city and our university, our president, our AD, because that's who we work for.